Test. Okay, I'm waiting for a water tank delivered again. I don't know if it's going to be delivered, but I'm just going to sit and wait until it arrives. Okay. There's so many damn cameras now, I don't even know what's being recorded anymore and where and when. What makes an entry an entry? I need to make changes to the... I want to investigate the possibility of making changes to TC entry and see how does it differ from a normal element. Basically all this new junk. Set new is new. Changed. None of the stuff belongs in the entry. I mean it does, it belongs in the entry, but okay, basically sorting, yeah. There's like 20 million things in the code that assume. So I mean, this application, there's a whole lot of stuff hard-coded to assume that the thing you click on in the lemon list basically every entry, right? There's an XML document, but the structure of that XML document is too hidden. The top level node in the XML document is dictionary, and then each language is a section, which is a logical, yeah. And in each section we have entries, okay, and that is a special C++ class. So the node instance in the DOM tree is an instance of a TC entry. Now my problem is I want to be able to make this more generic so that we can load. I want to do two things. I want to be able to load any XML document and just be able to say edit here, edit there. And currently things like this tree view kind of assume that it's pointing at an entry, which is a thing under a section, which is under a dictionary, at the third level in the document. So we need to break out of the hard coding mode of TC entries. Secondly, it might not be a TC entry anymore. If we just load any XML document, the things that are specific to TC entry are really TLEX specific things, and they won't necessarily be there in the document tree. The third thing I want to be able to do with that is so basically what I want it to do is be intelligent. Like it should know if it's loaded a TLEX document that has those special classes or types in the D2D, then it can stick to this paradigm. And I want to be able to throw any XML document to it, and like a TVA or as many other formats or whatever, and it needs to sort of intelligently adapt. And I don't see why you shouldn't, in a way, be able to say, well, I want a tree view on the 8-block, well, in theory, or on the... The problem is this. These guys have a document. They have a structure. It's not just for them, though. This is something that's been nagging me for a long time. And I basically want to quickly just spend maybe an hour just figuring out in principle, how much work, sort of a gap analysis, how much work would it be to actually support genericizing this to the point that we can assume that we're not pointing at a TC entry. There's so much stuff in the code that works on that assumption. I don't even know if it's possible at this point. TC entry appears in the code just in TLEX 1,000 times. We're still going to have an entry. That's not. I don't want to drastically break away from that, but just take a closer look at those origin nodes. Look article, look article. Anything within a node block belongs together. It belongs is from one semantic field or world. Program for a website allocated an ID to every block. I don't entirely understand it. I think I'm gonna have to ask him. Like, there's a ton of articles all under one. There's one big block. Why is that sitting left to right? Triple left. That is a complicated question because first particle homicide, right? That is a right to left box. If we fill it with A, B, C, D, it displays left to right, even though it's right to line. That is correct. So we will There's one other small thing I can do. I doubt it's going to make any difference. I can turn that. Let's keep turning that on, folks. Right. See if that helps. I'm just turning different things off. Maybe my phone is spying on me again. Let me put my phone in airplane mode. See if that helps. And I think I also left TeamView have I'll have to just close that for now. Well, I do need to look at that. Okay, let's shut on these. Let's shut on these VMs. Let's shut on all these VMs. I'm not using right now. Yeah, this is a slow way of just this you have to be really careful. In WX string, in standard string empty, lowercase empty checks if the string is empty. But a WX string, if you're working in WX widgets, there's okay. Is empty returns true if the string is empty, but that's not a STL function. There is empty, which I think tests if the string is empty, I think. And then there's uppercase empty, which clears the string, makes the string empty. So if you accidentally just do something like that, it's not string empty, boom, you can clear the string. And I think if we just do that, it's basically testing the same thing. But it's faster. Is it faster? Should be faster. I don't think we need that graphic. I doubt there's too many of these in the code. Oh wow, there's quite a lot. I doubt there's any in any critical, speed critical parts of the code. We've got a TBX importer, but the concept of TBX importing, there should actually be two TBX importers. There should be one that imports it and converts it into something resembling a TL term structured document. And then there should be another TBX importer, I think, that imports it but keeps it true as possible to TBX. And you can just easily save it into TBX format from that format. The invoice that's the document. There's a word for this. A document. Let's document structure, language. Document. Both, and the software should know whether you've. It should almost be like something else else I want to do? TX in 0, 1, what was that confusing? Jesus. This is the sort of thing that shouldn't use WX strings at all anyway. TBX import. What should the other guys see? Input VX objects. So there's, yeah, it's a bit confusing. There's TMX and there's TBX. And there's SRX and there's XLIF. TBX is term-based exchange. TMX is translation memory exchange. Like this, different things. But the same principles apply. Okay. What I want, and I have an idea, we have this document type field. So what I was thinking is that we could have in the document, and we use the document type currently to, for example, for certain situations, to check if it's a TLEX document or a TL term document. So what we could do like this, yeah, what we could have, if we import via, if we have two different TBX importers, then we could have, you know, the one TBX import could convert that to, say, a TL term type document type, but the native one could retain that as a TBX and say this is the, damn it, there's a word I'm looking for. The dialect, I don't know, but XML dialect. Could be, anyway, but could be like TBX native or XLIF native, and then you could know, you could look at the document type and say, oh, this is structured as a native TBX document, and do certain things differently, like the user interface could adapt in one or two ways. I wonder if the water situation will get so bad that it's like a mass evacuation, yeah, like in the movies. And you try to drive out of town and you get stuck in it's like thousands of people trying to leave. I don't think it'll be quite that bad, but it could get that bad. I think the main thing in that case is to just make sure you got enough food and water for a few days. So you can pack it in your car and just, yeah, try to drive out of town. So the same principle applies. We've now got to export TMX, VX tokens. I put TVX. I don't even know what that does. See, some of the stuff was done by another programmer that we hired at a stage. So I didn't know this part of the code very well. How do I sync the left view? This is import TVX. Oh, it's not in the core. Okay, here's some of the rest of the. So we have this generic import XML, and you derive from the generic import XML. We derive. So we use Xhosa. We have a generic XML importer, which inherits from a library called Xhosa, which I think is, can't remember, I think it's done by the Apache people. Anyway, people who done Apache web server also developed the Xhosa XML parsing library. And you get events through virtual functions while parsing the XML document. Then we are specialized importers. We inherit from the space class importer. So xlif importer, and what are we looking for? The TDX one. Am I blind? Where is it? TMX. Import tvx.cpp, but I can't find it on the left for the life of me. Ah, there we go. Importers and exporters. Yo, so many now. tvx. What's cool about this is it's kind of a plugin architecture. So we can literally have plugins. So you could have a new type of application that handles other kinds of XML documents that has nothing to do with language. And that's kind of what TL database is about. You know, you could customize this application and have, you know, customize XML editing for anything. Right, so here's the TVX importer, finally. I almost feel like this whole system should not inherit from the from this Xhosa stuff. It should be done in a way that would allow one to change. Did I just see an uninitialized member? Yes. That's disgusting, right? It makes me so angry. I get angry when I see code where somebody's added a member and they haven't bothered to initialize it. Oof, that I get very angry. Uninitialized variable. And now I have to check them all because it means somebody's too sloppy to check whether they initialize their variables. Like this is also not initialized. Wow, I have to check every single one. I assume they're supposed to be false by default, but I'm just trying to figure out what they should be by default. True or false. Apparently they're just random values. If you add a member to a class and you don't initialize it, I'm never going to hire you. But if you add a member to a class and you don't initialize it, you're basically saying, hey, I just want this to be initial. You might as well just do this in your header. Rand. You might as well just assign everything random values. You might as well go in there and do that. It's like anyway. These are pointers, so obviously we can initialize them. So no. Even that could change the code, because if this code that tests if it's not null, boom, it's not going to behave the same anymore. This one was initialized, so thankfully that one looks safe. Current entry was initialized. I probably added the initializer at some stage. Create pseudo and now we have something that isn't a member. Why is that even? This is declared where? Base class XML importer. Oh, create a city. That's fine. That obviously doesn't mean anything. Current element. Terminal. Obviously not comments. In header, current entry term element. PC data node, terminal data node. So it's just straight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And how many members do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These we don't need to initialize, obviously. Well, I'm happy to find those uninitialized because it means we might have just fixed crash bug, maybe, in the TVX importer. Or maybe even behavior bugs. Or we might be adding a behavior bug. Who knows if there's... It's difficult to say, the whole thing needs to be tested again. Right, open TVX. So the document type has been turned into terminology. That's good in a way, but it, dictionary, that means it's been converted to but we don't have any term special types. Oh, we do. Now I wonder if there should be three things actually, a type and a subtype, because so one type would be native TVX, boom, keep to native TVX format type scenario. Second type will be converted to pure TL term format, and there might be something in between where it's like a terminology TL term document, but a sort of dialect of a sort of subtype, a TVX style TL term document. Still has all these. We can't get rid of these. Basic TL term, TL term, show elements, statistics. This guy's an hour late now. I didn't think this guy's coming with my order tank ever. He's now delayed it day after day. I'm feeling for coffee. Right. How big is that font exactly? Is it just my hard DPI settings that make it so big? 10. Whoops, we just had a crash. Interesting. Let's check the log. I've never seen this before. Where about it? There's always fun little debug things in the code I've added. Excellent. Well, that can't be. Debug connects and enter. That's weird. No, it's not necessarily weird. Open styles dialog. This Visual Studio feels a little bit slow. I wonder why. I thought it was. I'm not remoted in anymore, so it shouldn't be slow. Preview. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Do that. This guy's an hour late now. I think he's just messing me around. I'm gonna have to get a tank from somewhere else. Water tank. Water tank. I'm watching my CCTV. I've got a side screen here with the CCTV on. You can just see it if I move it there. So I can see, if he arrives in the driveway or in front of the house. That's why I keep looking over there. It's really annoying. I'm going to try phone because he's... No, I don't know. Don't fail, don't I? Oops, I actually dialed. So here we go. You're on your way. Alright. Okay, see you now. Thanks. Bye. Says he's on his way. Right, what was I doing? I want coffee. Yo, I need some coffee. This, why is it not building? What's going on? Retarget the solution. We've got to go right click here, properties, and that's right, that's what I want. Let's check. They must all be the same. VS 2015, Windows XP 140. That's the release. Properties, debug. Project only clean only one logs. TBX documents, it might be possible to. Okay, so we have this document type with terminology. So we can check in some cases if the document type is terminology. And we do various things based on that assumption. This guy says it's annoying. That's my water tank. I've been waiting days now for this water tank. I ordered it already like Monday, I think. First he says it's going to arrive on Wednesday, and then Thursday he said no, truck didn't arrive or something. And on Friday it was another story. Truck's out delivering somewhere else. This compiler warnings are, I don't want to say minor because it's never minor when you shadow a variable, but it's always bad practice to shadow a variable. Yeah, this code is so difficult to fix, but not difficult, but it's, I'm going to have to look carefully at what I'm doing there in the code. There's a whole bunch of these. I'm not worried about those right now. Let's just ignore them. Okay, why is it there? No, why is it compiling? H1, this problem started when we switched to Visual Studio 2015, and I think it's because somewhere deep in our C++ settings, we need to take something out here. This window equals it's a bit involved to explain why, but that has to do with the fact that it was a Visual Studio 2010 project, compiling for older platforms, and All these things are horrible. You really shouldn't do them. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more uninitialized variables. Let's go check all of that code quickly. Xlib importer has no special members. Import tmx, no special members. But Excel, oh wow, I forgot I started on that. That would be very cool. I think the point of that was to use the CSV importer as a basis, but to use automation to literally open an Excel document. I think something like that. Can't remember. That'll be a neat thing to do for the stream. Excel importer. That'll be interesting, streamable. Yes, I also can't read that. It's way too straight out there. I don't think we need that anymore. I took out the array string. Oh, it's still an array string now. Yes, this is. Look, automation. You probably can't read that. Automation object. Wow, I wonder if that even worked. I don't remember. Yeah, back. See, I'm back quick. Okay, this time. Right, why is it not building now? What's wrong? Error, the command. Oh, that's also just a post build step that shouldn't be there. Relevant, rename it out. Sucks. Yeah, fine. Okay, now it's not going to run. There are going to be errors. Oh no, it runs. Okay, right. So we've got our debug build running. That's interesting. Diagnostic session. We'll load this TBX again. What I want to do is get to that crash. I want to duplicate the crash in the debugger. That's why I'm rebuilding in debug mode now. We're going to format styles. And I was just bouncing around here. I don't know what I clicked exactly, but I think I was There we go, I was basically doing that, and boom, crash. That looks like an element without a name, or something weird. This is a headache. Can you see all the debug stuff? And then the alright. You're just sitting on. What are you doing? Come on. Why is it hanging? Visual Studio is hanging. No. There we go. What is a little window in my way? Exception thrown. Okay. I haven't worked much for Visual Studio 2017 yet. Okay. Still no water. Thing. Selected element. TIG. It's a bit involved to explain this that second. Sure. Briefly. Debugging a crash. Documents. Installs at a time. Documents. Related from TDX format. To make format. I've kind of gone on a few tangents because I was, I ended up working on this now as a little bit of a tangent. Can you see the comments that I'm typing in the Twitch chat? Do they appear properly in the Twitch chat? Check the Twitch chat. Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm also just waiting for a guy to deliver a water tank. He's supposedly going to be here any minute, but I don't know. Could be here next week. Test. There we go. Okay. Twitch chat. Right, so yeah, I can see why it's crashing. Alright, so there's a missing output order item for... Oh no, I can't see why it's crashing. That should work fine. It's not missing. Yeah. Empty list order. Can I explain what's project? Project is it's a bit involved to explain. Yeah, I can't explain quickly and easily without going on a tangent. Right. Yeah, let me quickly give an overview. It's not a single project. This is the project. Right, so I have a business, a software business, and we have various products. One of our products, these are like lexicography software products for editing dictionaries, and this application, which is for editing terminology, a very sophisticated application for editing terminology. We have various different clients that use it, so the work I'm currently doing now is not for a particular project, it's for many different projects, for all our different customers that use it. This is probably, yeah, the sort of quickest way to get an overview of what the software is about. Oh, the desktop audio is not working. The audio is not working, so you can't do that. So that doesn't help. Or is it working? Nope. Maybe have a look there. Yeah, I don't. Thanks. Yeah, I work on different things at different times. I've also open source game, C++. The I'm just going to try focus on this crash for a second. Let me try to figure out why it's crashing. The list order. This order gives me list control. This is weird. Why is there text control in this thing? Column count 3, that's right. Okay, order. There is an element. This element looks dangling, I think that's why. Is it dangling? No, if it is dangling, then the members. Maybe it's a bad typecast. Maybe that order item N isn't an order element. Maybe it isn't an element type order. Maybe it's a bad typecast. Let's take that pointer and typecast it to something else and see. See if it looks like the values make sense. Order attribute. No, it also looks like junk. What is this thing? Maybe it's a PC data order. Order PC data, I think is the other one. This is part of the style system. Style system. Yeah, there is a TC order data, so why is that not working? I guess I'll just go to somewhere. Looks right there. So I typecast that to order PC data. And what do we have? We have it says it's an order element. What? Left one down. Or is that just as if it was an order element? Order item. Left window is away equals true. Let's typecast it to something absolutely off the wall. Still says TC order element. But that's not a valid element. But it's not a deleted element. It's neither valid nor deleted. It's just nonsense. That's absolute rubbish. If it was dangling, then the values would have something like CD, 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 or AB, 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 or whatever it is, or Phi, Phi, Fifia. You know, one of the... So it doesn't look dangling. Unless... Let's just right click, say hex display. Oh, CD, 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 CD. FT, FT, FT. This is interesting. It looks garbled. I was debugging a crash the other day in one of our other applications that uses the xlif importer, and we had something that looked similarly garbled. CDC, I think CDC is uninitialized. or something. That I can't explain. Next list, MBTT. Oh wait, that's the actual member of the element. No, I think I'm on the wrong track. Let's just go back to the call stack. Unknown selected. The element looks valid here. So there's a valid element. DTD class flags. Ah, there you go. I'm going to try that later this afternoon as soon as they're done. I have a water tank. I hope the water tanks now are not cracked or something weird. But there's a water tank arriving in my driveway. 5,000 liters. Alright. Thanks for stepping in.